this has been just an eye-opening experience, and it's so cool to see that what we've been able to build here is really an enhancement of human connection. And I agree 100%. We've seen the effects already on the podcast. And with you taking over all that media side and production, post-production, content, everything like that, it's opened up a lot of time on my end to be able to build out a lot of really one of the biggest things we've dreamed of since day one, which is this, we always mention that global culture of strength. And we made some moves a couple years ago toward building kind of a dream we had for ourselves, which was building up a coaching collective, essentially, where we had different coaches that we were starting to work with in trying to establish more of like a community and network for coaches, to be able to grow and build and network together, have a space they can operate under, a label they can operate under. And it never really worked out at the time for various reasons. But now, with some of the technology that has emerged, we have been able to build the exact platform that we wanted for that all along. And that's really what we're here to talk about today, mostly, is the official launch and release of our new app with Impossible Performance, which we are calling the Impossible app for right now. The name may be subject to change as we come up with better terms for it. Mm-hmm. But this has been just an eye-opening experience. And it's so cool to see that what we've been able to build here is really an enhancement of human connection. There's been AI assistants go into the development of this program, but all of the creative drive has come from us and our team.
Yeah.
And it's really like, it just has come to life, this vision that we've always had. And being able to leverage these new skill sets, being able to leverage these new tools that we have in our arsenal. And now we can bring it to individuals pursuing their own fitness journeys as well as coaches. And so really that's at the heart of what the app is. It is an all-in-one comprehensive platform for fitness coaches to be able to go in and interface with their clients. They can assign daily plans. They can review all clients from one screen and just see what are their goals, who are they looking to build, what areas are they doing well in, what areas do they need improvement in. You can celebrate wins from there. There's so much that goes into the app, and we'll dive into some of the specifics there, but really it allows an enhanced human connection between coach and client in a way that I think has never been done before. And for coaches particularly, there's a lot of automation technology going in the background to where you as a coach don't have to sit and dig through 30 different client notes or charts or however you organize your data currently. You don't have to dig through all of these all day long. There's as the clients work through their plan, as they make adjustments or as they do their daily check-ins, then you as the coach will just receive notifications. Hey, this client had a poor check-in today. You might want to check in on them, see how they're doing. Hey, this client skipped this workout today. You might want to check in on them, see what's going on. Hey, this client got a workout in, but they modified it. You want to check out what they did and see, just so you're aware of it and you can approve those changes. And there's all these things happening in the background so that you as the coach can just go on doing exactly what you want to do and what you're best at, which is coach, and not have to worry about so much of the back end. And then all the while you're getting these notifications as they come up to direct your attention to the clients who need it exactly when they need it. And what this collectively allows us to do is we're building a community around the coaches that are functioning on this app as well, which is what our school communities is transforming into. And from there, we'll be able to offer that networking piece between the coaches. We'll be able to bring in
strictly between the coaches.
Yes, strictly between the coaches.
Yep.
And we'll talk about the school communities here as we close, but we have one strictly for the coaches where they have a networking space that they can interact with other coaches, see what works, what doesn't work for other coaches, bounce ideas off of each other. We'll have exclusive insights to the app. The coaches on that platform will help us develop new builds on the app. We'll get their insight for that. And then we'll also bring in guest lecturers, really high level minds in the space, to be able to provide webinars, courses, and whatever else to help enhance your ability as a coach. And the greatest part of that is that whole community side is free, and it comes with your subscription to the app. So it's a great piece to be able to offer people. It builds this collective, this global culture of strength we've always wanted to build within Impossible Performance, and it helps us realize that vision of human potential that we've always focused on. We've always said we're in the business of human potential. And now we bring that forth in helping coaches be able to work with their own clients on an enhanced level. We bring that forth with the member side of the app, where you as an individual can do your own fitness tracking, logging, and growth independently of a coach. And we bring that forth with our own coaching platform side, which you're largely driving right now and going to be continuing to refine and develop as a personal trainer yourself.
Yeah, and it's been so much fun working through the little tweaks, the little bugs, but ultimately optimizing what those screens look like and how we can interact with them. And that's where my wonderful lady, Riss, has just been so much like help to our cause, not only on the creative side, but just in terms of being a client of mine in general, of doing all these tests, finding what needs to be, adjusted on the screen. Maybe this needs to be added to the screen. That needs to be, deleted from the screen. Let's go ahead and tweak this. Let's move that. All of that has just been very, very, it's been extremely helpful to have her a part of this process to get everything sort of optimized to that degree of which we feel is going to be very, not only user-friendly for the coaches, but also something that's going to just keep them engaged while on there and keep them engaged, but keep them focused. We are not a company of frills and overabundant and grandiose thrills. Like it is, like there is a serious nature to this, and that's what we want to that's what we wanted to introduce into the app itself. And from the coach side, I'm very, very, very happy with where we've gotten to, and to where we're going to go with it as well. Like the optimization and the testing is never going to be done. That's kind of the point, but we can also reach a point with the app, and I feel that we have pretty much gotten there at this moment to be able to introduce something to coaches, which again is user friendly, is going to be super smooth to be able to navigate, but also just to keep you and your clients focused on the task of not only achieving this and that over there, but everything, like keeping everything on track. It's such a smooth process on this app.
Yeah. And that's really the design. We wanted to be able to focus on how do we maximize human potential. That was like the core foundation. And then from there, we built it into kind of our own messaging from, building the impossible self, using the 4 domains of performance, and ultimately realizing the vision you have for the work you're doing. And that's exactly how the app flows as well. We've built it out to where it is extremely easy and efficient to go in, perform your task, and get out and get back to the work you're doing. But then also at the same time, it's highly customizable to each individual coach and to each individual client, so that you again don't have to have this like one size fits all kind of platform or approach. You can really hyper specialize it to what each individual client's wanting to do. So you notice when you open the app, it goes straight to the home screen. And right there, you get a little good morning welcome message, reminder of what day it is. You get a visual reminder of exactly who you're here to build, which is shareable to social media. That's another feature of the app. There's a lot of data and metrics really designed for high shareability, because people love to, show the progress they've made.
Yeah.
And they should.
And they should.
Because that is how we influence and grow and develop others. There's so much negativity on the internet. And anytime you can show somebody, hey, this is the work I put in and this is the result I got, and you can do the same. Anytime you offer that to somebody, it is such an antidote to the negativity and chaos that exists within culture today. So we wanted to build that piece in highly to the app, and there's more integrations coming with that, but we're pretty happy with where it's going already. And so you've got that piece straight out the gate. Then you've got a quick log area where you can assign 3 quick logs, ones that you use really heavily, really regularly, that you need quick and easy access to. And then down below that, you see all of your tasks for the day, which you check off one by one, and then they disappear each time you check them off. So you get that little piece of being able to just complete your entire day, all from one screen if you're working with a coach. Beyond that home screen, you set up the individual you're looking to build. So when you first get onto the platform, you design who is my impossible self? Who is the person I'm working to build? So it's not just we've taken it beyond just, hey, I want to lose 50 pounds. Because if you lose that 50 pounds, but you've not changed as a human or as an individual, you're not going to change. You're going to gain it right back. Yeah. And so we wanted a strong focus on not just building the goal and the outcome, but really building the individual and designing the habits, the values, the purpose, the outcomes that individual will have, so that you don't just have a physical change, but you have an entire identity shift that carries on with you beyond whatever program you're working through right now. So that was a big piece for us. So you design that individual, and then in the next tab over, you work on the 4 domains of performance, which we've talked a lot about on the show, and that's the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. We have 10 different logs built into the app across those 4 domains, where you can log workouts at a very high level, upload, submit videos. There's a database of 360 of the most popular bodybuilding, powerlifting, CrossFit, and cardiovascular training exercises, and we're always adding more. There is a whole meal tracker and logger where you can base it off of if it fits your macros. You can just free text meal types in there. There's several different ways you can log, but we also have a built-in database. And really it operates like MyFitnessPal. It is just as good and comprehensive as MyFitnessPal is. And we're always working on making the logging piece a little more efficient and streamlined as well. Mm-hmm. There's things like supplement trackers, recovery trackers, where you can track your sleep, cold plunging sauna, anything like that. And then we've got on the mental, emotional, spiritual side, we've got emotional reflections. We've got daily habit trackers. We've got a weekly habit tracker built in now. We've got gratitude logs. We've got connection logs, connections you make with other humans, other individuals. And they're all very intelligently designed to be able to not just capture the data, capture the information, but to actually allow you to reflect and learn from it, reflect upon and learn and grow from it. And that's one of my favorite parts of how it works. With each domain, you also get a daily check-in, and these daily check-ins are just a subjective scale of how you performed in each domain that day. And those are integrated into our progress tracking platform, which really kind of gamifies the system a little bit, but it also allows you to have like actual objective metrics of how you're growing, how are you performing as an individual. And again, that's savable and shareable to social media. And then finally, you pop over and you've got your outcomes and your visions space, where you write your vision for this is the ultimate goal of what I'm here to create with the individual I'm building. And below that, you can do your weekly check-in with your coach, and you get a full this weekly check-in is insane. Like, it'll come out to 5 pages sometimes, depending on how much data you put into it. Mm-hmm. But it's a full, comprehensive, downloadable PDF form that shows you basically how you performed from every area in the week. And the coach sees that, they sign off on it, they submit comments and thoughts and how you can improve going forward, as well as celebrate wins. And then you get that as just a full, basically, review of this is how this week went, and this is how we can do better going forward. And beyond that, we've got our own like messaging system in the app as well, so that nothing ever needs to happen outside of the app. And that's a big piece we wanted to keep since day one, because we've worked with coaches in the past, and this is no detriment to them, but there's just not a platform out there that is as comprehensive and allows you to do everything in one space. And so you sometimes end up juggling between multiple different platforms, whether that's Google or WhatsApp or whatever else they might be using, or MyFitnessPal, so all these different platforms have just now been combined and condensed into one